Yo, yo, yo. How are we doing? How are we doing out there, people? The job got done. The job absolutely got done. Not pretty. Pretty much a standard Carlton win, even when we win. Very stressful, but nevertheless, a win is a win, and that's all that we needed. Very, very excited to be bringing you this after a win. Really didn't want to be doing this again for therapy. Wanted to be doing this to enjoy it. We'll dissect it. Welcome to the round 15 fan cams. I'm glad to be here. There's a lot we're going to get through. A lot happened. I think a few comments here are spot on. We'll take it. I've got a bit of Kool-Aid in here. I didn't start drinking the Kool-Aid until probably the final siren, so I'm excited about that. A few things happened. I've got to show you a few things. So first of all, 4 points, fantastic. Happy as could be. I won the raffle. Sam Walsh signed Guernsey. I had the option of Jack Martin or Sam Walsh. With all due respect, Jack Martin, you're not Sam Walsh, mate. So I'll take that. The merch will drop tonight. I'm going to put a link in later on for you guys that are keen. So it's going to be fun. I'm keen to enjoy this with everyone and, savor the moments because they don't come often for us this year, apparently. So I'll get as many of you on as possible and we'll go from there. Let's start with the POM. The POM.
Oh, what a night! Watching Carlton on a Sunday night. We beat Crows cause they're fucking shy. I'll tell you what, there we are. There's the first live win. Just interesting stat got brought for me. Every live watch along, we've got beat. So it's nice to win.
It feels good to win. The winning feeling, I mean, irrespective of how it happened and was it pretty, was it ugly, a win cures a lot of things. And I think the supporters needed it more than anything.
It weren't the best looking win, was it? But I mean, we're all about the PR here at Carlton, and that was a good story, wasn't it? It was highs and lows. I mean, let's talk about the second quarter. I mean, free-flowing handball, football. It looked good, didn't it? It looked good.
What did you notice as the major change tactically, if anything, today?
Well, in the second quarter, it was definitely that they were looking for that handball and they looked to run and it took their pressure away. Their pressure was very good first quarter, third quarter as well, and the fourth, you could see it. They were very, very quick to the ball. But I thought second quarter, the boys or Teague or whoever did that handball, it was free-flowing, it pushed them back. And when we do that, we look good, don't we? When we do that, we look good. I mean, the players look good. SPS hitting targets in the midfield. It takes the pressure off. But then let's just talk about the fourth quarter. We always have to have a negative, but what the hell were we doing dropping back? It invites pressure. It does invite pressure. It's not the finished article, but I mean, we got to win, didn't we? We got to win. I mean, the 12 uncontested marks inside 50 scare me because the cheat code still works, but you've got to win, haven't you? We had to win, and it wasn't the prettiest. Am I going to go and get this day tattooed on my left arm? Well, I've got some shit tats, so there's a chance. But, I mean, it's a win, isn't it? And it's nice to be on here and not crying.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was standing. I didn't really fire up at all today. The Cripps goal was obviously great, but I was just full of anxiety and just I was just so nervous. It was a really weird vibe around the place before the game started from everyone I was bumping into. And, it wasn't until – I mean, I remember that very end, Lockie Scholl running into open goal and missed. And at that moment, my life flashed before my eyes because I thought, oh, shit. But nevertheless, mate, we played one really good quarter and three pretty average ones. But the one quarter was really good.
The one quarter was good. I mean, I think for me, and this is what worries me the most about our team, and I said it on the live and a few people noticed it, you could see in the third and fourth quarter energy change in the mannerisms of the players. The second quarter, They looked like they were having fun. We know Cripps said that. I panned him for it when he said we need to go back to having fun. But the second quarter looked fun. It looked like they were having fun. It looked like they were playing for each other. There was head over the ball type stuff. But some of the transition still exists, and I don't think you're ever going to fix that transition, are you?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I don't want to be too critical. It's a paper over the cracks job, though, isn't it? I mean, we've got the window, and I mean,
I don't know.
Pom likes more than giving it large to the opposition fans, and I can do that for a week.
Yeah, I don't know if it does paper over the cracks. I think the cracks are very clear of what's going on. I think it was just we couldn't lose that game. It would have been there's so much negativity and so much animosity and just a lack of faith from the supporters. Like, you just had to see something. I don't know. I think the problems all still exist, though.
I mean, I said it in the live, and thanks so much for everyone who stuck throughout. I know it's tough when we've got a home game, so a lot of people are there, but it's nice to have company. I appreciate you all. But we like pressure all around the ground, don't we, if we're honest? Like, we can't have scoreboard pressure. We don't have tackle pressure. We don't have any form of pressure. That one quarter won us it. But I said it last time we won, and I can't remember the last time we won. It feels like a lifetime ago. But it's about turning this win into a second win, and then that turns into a third win. So this win means nothing if Fremantle steamrollers, but it's something to build on. They finally got the win. There was some key takeouts. SPS, it was great to see him. Zach Williams, he ditched the pink boots and played footy. Well done. You've got your surname back, Zach. I took it away from you on Monday. But like I say, it's a work in progress, but winnings are good, aren't they? Wins are good.
It is. It is absolutely. It's absolutely good. It is. I think you're spot on. Let it be the start of something. Hopefully we get better next week and the week after. And if it's not about finals, it's got to be about pride for the jumper, mate. So let's see how they go. I want to thank you, though. Thank you very much for doing the watch along. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope everyone who was watching along enjoyed it as well.
Mate, my pleasure. It was great to have a chat. Most people stuck from start to finish and enjoyed the fact that I go this high, this low, this high roller coaster. I tell you.
Yeah. Good on you, Pommy. Love you, mate. Have a good one. Love it, love it. Let's get Joey, if he's good in here, let's get this going. Yo, almost Blues brother.
Can you hear me okay? Because I'm cutting in and out. I feel like cutting in and out.
I can hear you pretty well.
Okay. If I cut out, bin me. It's fine.
All right. I think I'm going to have to cut him out. he's chopping up a little bit. Let's go with Riley. Sorry, Joe. We'll get you back when you're free. Riley, what's going on, brother?
Oh, that is a fucking relief, isn't it? My
Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it.
My God. Yeah, that was the typical Carlton experience. We played one quarter which would compete with anyone, and then for the rest of the game we were pretty average. But to be honest, I think it's just a relief for the supporters. It's a relief for the players. It was good to see a couple of blokes get into some pretty good form today, I think. I'm really happy for Zach Williams after the shit he copped last week. His return to form. And I was happy to see after what was a pretty ordinary game last week. I thought Nick Newman was sensational coming on as the sub. But I think you and Pom were spot on. The cracks are still there. It's the same sort of issues that we had. It's just Adelaide haven't been able to capitalise on it. And when we had it in the momentum, which was really for a quarter and a half, we were able to. So no, it was good. And I've got to give from home, I've got to give a massive credit to you and all the Carlton supporters at Marvel today. You guys were fucking loud. Jesus Christ. It was outstanding to see.
It was really interesting because there was no goal kicked for 20 minutes. So I felt the nervous energy going into the game, and the crowd was relatively quiet, sort of waiting for something. But once we got going, and that's really the way it's got to be. The boys have got to start it. We will add to it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It turned into an avalanche in that second quarter, and you could tell how good it was going. I thought that. I thought that was Liam Stocker's best game for Carlton. I really did in that first half. That's another one I really want to point out. Paddy Dow, he had some really good moments today. But again, we're talking about individuals here, and I think system-wise, there's still a lot to work on. That we've got a lot of doubts. Their transition defence, which we mentioned, was pretty ordinary at times. I think Liam Jones and Wiedering, if they weren't there, we would have lost pretty convincingly. I thought our key backs, they really stood up today. I mean, Wiedering had 22 disposals and 16 marks.
He was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal. And that's even before we mentioned the bloke you won the Guernsey off, Sam Walsh. 38 touches, mate. 38 fucking touches. 38 touches.
Take that. I'll get that framed, bro. What do you mean?
It's he's an outstanding individual. I think, is this something we can build off? Possibly. We're probably going into the one team in the AFL that, you know, we are their bogey side. They really struggle with this Fremantle, and now it's looking very likely that game is moving to Melbourne. So I don't know if you've heard that. So that might be another free kick for Carlton. So who knows? But I think everyone would express the same sort of thing. We're just relieved. We are just relieved to have won. I know you hate it. I hate it. Everyone hates being, you know, feeling negative and shit about the club and saying it in a negative light. No one wants to do that. We love to see our team win, and, you know, at least for a couple of days we get to have those nice feelings in our stomach and walk with a little bit more of a strut. Subtly.
Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Subtle, but it's there. I'm interested to see who did you think was best on ground from your perspective? Because I mentioned a few there, but I'm interested to see if you got anyone different.
My early votes, and they've got to be sort of refined. I've got to look at it again, but just from the eye, I'll have Walsh, Wiedering. I'll even put Zach Williams in there. I thought Paddy Dow's game was really good. I really loved Nick Newman's game. I thought he was fantastic, considering he was the sub as well. I thought he was phenomenal, to be honest. Not just really good. I thought it was phenomenal. It's just early on. I mean, I'm having a quick look now. I even loved Owi's game today, man.
He was outstanding. He was really he's one of those blokes that you can Matt Owi. He's one of those blokes you can never question his intent for the jumper. He digs in. He's one of those blokes that just digs in, and you're like, yep, you'll give it everything. And you know what? He missed a couple of set shots. He's probably going to take most of the time. That's fine. He's in his 12th game. So no, it's been 12th game. He's in his 8th, 9th game. So, but no, it was good to see. I think the good news for the side tonight, barring injury with Murph, which was unfortunate, they're going to get some continuity because the reserves were absolutely shithouse today, unfortunately, which Paolo will no doubt get into in the next couple of days. So they're going to get some continuity. One bloke we haven't shouted out, speaking of which, I thought Tom DeConing was really important on Riley O'Brien. O'Brien got on top early, I thought, and then DeConing was able to work his way into the game and at least, you know, not have as much influence as a lot of people thought O'Brien would have had. So that for a bloke that's, you know, relatively inexperienced in terms of games played at AFL level, that's another step forward against one of the ruckmen in the AFL, you know, top 5.
Yeah. Good on you, Riley. I'm going to move on, mate. But great to chat with you. Well on this morning on the Blue Abroad Saturdays show, and we'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon, buddy. Have a good one.
Happy days. Alrighty, guys. I have just put the link in the comments. So the way it's going to work is hit the link. You'll hit a waiting room. I can only fit 12 people, so I'll just try and get through as many as possible. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. Joe is back. What's up, bro?
Is that better?
That's much better.
Okay. Mate. Wow. So, for everyone listening, Kez and we watched the game together today for the first time live. Did we not?
We did.
And Tez, what did I say to you after the second quarter? I said a couple of numbers.
So, for those watching at home, I'm sitting next to Joe, and it's halftime, and he said, Tez, get your phone out, get the fixture out, and he's basically going through game after game, and evidently, if everything goes by the way Joe thinks it's going to go, the only game we lose for the rest of the year is Port Adelaide in Adelaide. We basically win 12 games for the year. I've never seen him. Oh, now, I love some Kool-Aid. I love me some Kool-Aid. But you, my friend, you are now the owner of Kool-Aid.
12 and 10, Tez.
You make me sick.
12 and 10. Honestly, it was relief. It really was. I'm gonna keep this short because I don't know how long this connection's gonna last because it's pretty shit. So it was relief more than anything. I said to how many times did I say to Dan I want 45 minutes on Paddy Dow in the podcast. That he's finally broken through, and it's true. Zach Williams played a role that he needs. We've all been screaming for him to play since round one. Adam Sard was back to his best. Paddy Cripps, that goal. Tez, even though I know you said before you didn't get about, but you did because I saw you up out of your seat and almost running onto the ground to celebrate with him after that goal. So don't lie on these games. And mate, 12 and 10.
We're on the way. We're on the way forward. Look, if we can start creating something from this win, fantastic. But there's still a very important job to be done.
We can't play one quarter against Freo like we did today. We can't win one quarter against Freo. If we can bottle whatever happened in that second quarter and just do it for like 2.5, 3, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Love your work, bro. Love your work. It was good to sit with you. It was good to catch a game together finally. And I mean, we're going to have to do it again. We're going to have to. It's a good omen.
Until we lose.
Deal. All right, mate. Take it easy. Let Doggity.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, man.
We were depressed last week, 7 days ago. Fucking depressed, and here we are today.
I don't think we can condone calling in while you're driving your car. I'm just putting that out there. I think that's a bold decision, but that's the hype. That's the Kool-Aid in action.
I'm going to assume someone else was driving.
Let's hope so. Lots of positives, lots of fun to talk about. I'll get my quick negative stuff out of the way first because I like to talk positives. We're still I saw the game plan today. I saw it in action for a quarter and maybe a quarter and a half, and attacking. Get the turnover and just fucking run as fast as you can and get into the forward line. And why have we been fucking around trying to hit targets in the forward line? Just kick it from 60. It worked in the second quarter. We've been wasting all this time trying to bloody kick and hit targets. Just kick it from 60. Paddy Dow, take a step. Kick it from 55, son. Don't try and hit a target.
No, none of that. Really, none of that. What was it in the second quarter? Because I'm going to tell you now, that first quarter was pathetic. What was it that happened in the second quarter from what you saw?
I don't know. It was just TDK had a spring in his step. J Sauce went into the ruck. Everyone lost their shit and got around him for that. It was just the energy was just high and things were working. The ball was bouncing our way more than it normally does. The stuff that normally would bounce out of our hands and fumble off and create a goal opportunity for the opposition just went our way in that second quarter. I can't quite put my finger on it. I think we'll get carved up if we're not too careful, which we saw happen a bit, but that's all right. Let's talk about the positives. I am worried that how much the team feeds off our energy, though. I feel like and I hate these bastards, but I feel like we're the Philadelphia 76ers. Like, we all went into our shells in the fourth quarter, and you could see the players go into their shells. You could tell that they were as worried about losing as we were. But when it was working, when all the stars were going well and we trusted the process, all the number one picks were playing well, we were up and about. But yes, I am very worried how much they feed off us. So I really hope that they could move next week's game here. That'd be awesome. I don't know if that's going to happen. And Tez, I'm just going to say some things as well. Hey, you know what I shouldn't know? The names of umpires, Ray Chamberlain and Lee Fisher. I'm not abusing them or anything. I'm just putting it out there that I know their names, and they definitely recognise me. I think, shout out to anyone watching from home, I was apparently on the camera a couple of times on the broadcast because I was sitting on the wing. So if you find that call where Paddy Cripps on the wing got tackled and they called holding the ball, which was insanity, apparently I get a little bit of a close-up. So find that footage for me, folks at home. But I shouldn't know the umpires' names, Terry, and I really thought we were going to get the rough end of the pineapple today.
Yeah, no, well, that's right. You shouldn't know their names. I think their first quarter in particular, and that's what got me worried. I was like, oh, it's one of those days. The umpires are against us. Things are not going our way. All of these calls that were getting, that were made against us.
The high fend off, was it Stocker? The high fend off into Stocker's face, and then he got done for high contact.
Unbelievable. I want to go back to your comment about the fans and the nervous energy, because when Tex kicked the goal to put them only down by 11, I was like, oh fuck. And then Lachlan Scholl running into open goal, it was like I was sitting in that pocket, mate. My life flashed before my eyes. I feel like had he kicked that goal, we're probably losing that game.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind, Tez. He kicks that goal, there's like 10, 20 seconds left on the clock. They get a clearance over the top. Tex marks, it's a goal. 100%. In every single timeline, that happens if Lachlan Scholl kicks the goal. So thank goodness Lachlan Scholl missed the goal. I also wanted to say I'm really disappointed that Mark Murphy got injured, but I do think... What was I'm not sure. I just saw him limping off. It looked like an ankle or something. I actually didn't see it, but I just happened to look up and I saw him walking off. I wish he didn't get injured, but I do think that kind of saved us a little bit. It covered for the mistake of not naming Newman in the first place, and then he came on and played a very good game. I know he struggled last week, but I think that was a bit of a clanger by the selection committee, but in the end, it doesn't matter because he comes on, plays, and impacted a lot. But I think Murphy going down, and I wish he didn't, but I do think it saved us a lot because we generated a lot of run and penetration through Nick Newman by the end of that game. Yeah, it's just pumped. Let's go. Liam Jones is the great. That at the end where they paid that mark to Liam Jones and he got tapped out of his hands after about 0.5 seconds. Superstars get the superstar calls, Terry. Superstars get the superstar calls. Liam Jones. Three votes to Liam Jones.
Love your work, Lek Doggedy. I can't wait to speak to you throughout the week. It's good to see you smiling.
Thanks for having me, bro.
See you, brother. All right, now, before I get my next guest on, it's time to drop the fucking merch. I'm going to put a link on YouTube in the comments. I'm going to pin it. The merch is here. I promised you I would not drop this fucking merch until they won a game. And they've won a game. So I'm going to put it in a link in the comments there on YouTube. Feel free to get in there. We'll have a little bit more of an announcement. But for those of you who are tuning into the fan cams, you'll get the first crack at it there. So thank you very much for that. Now, let's get moving. Who have we got? I have got, where is he? Mr. Sebastiani? With the Preston Bullets beanie on.
Hello, mate. It's the iconic beanie. It's the iconic beanie.
Why don't we start with this afternoon? Let's do this properly.
Just before we get on to our game, I just want a big shout out and a wrap to Josh Fraser and Tom Wilson. Yeah, mate. They completely outdid us in that reserve game today. So kudos to them. I think they ended up winning by about 32 points at Preston. So their first win as a standalone club, mate. It was unreal, fantastic. I'm very, very pleased for them.
Absolutely. I mean, I watched. I'll be honest with you, Paul. I watched the first quarter, and then I turned it off because I was already angry about today. I've never been so unexcited about a Carlton game ever in my life than today because I thought it could be bad. And then when I saw the way that the reserves played, I'm like, I don't need this energy in my life today. I'm already,
it was poor, but let's focus on the positive, shall we?
Yep, let's do it.
Back in the
Cool,
winners
mate.
list. And I just wanted to say, I know like everyone sort of focused on the game, but I thought the fans today were fucking awesome. We were loud, we were up and about. I don't know do you know what the final crowd was, or?
No, I don't know.
But it felt, the place was like in that second term when we got up and about, like the joint was fucking rocking. So yeah, it was fantastic. I do want to say though, Joe, he's committed the cardinal sin. He's committed the cardinal sin by going ahead and looking at the rest of the fixture. Joe, mate.
He's making me get the fixture out, and he's going win, Geelong at the MCG, win.
Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Do not do it to yourself. Look, from a game point of view, I think it was unconvincing in the end. But I mean, I think there's still a lot of things to work on. I think the second half was pretty, was very dour. I think from our point of view. So, but yeah, I mean, we put the foot down when we had to, made the most of our opportunities, and it probably should have been a little bit more in the end, given the opportunities we missed in the last quarter, because that's going to come back to bite us against better teams. So, look, it's 4 points in the bag, and there's still a lot to work on, but we live to fight another day, Terry. That's what we do. We do. I'm looking forward to the jumper punch being a little bit more chill this week. I don't know what the vibe's going to be like. Yeah, I think Mars was in very, very good form today. Very good form. By all reports, he was up and about, going down the. I think he was going down to the fence and giving the Adelaide Crows players a little bit. Darcy Fogarty in particular. He it was nice to see the boys fucking get stuck into him, and a little bit of a Donnybrook down there in the back line. So I was pleased to see that. Same, because Plowman jumped in, and then there was a few more, and then Doc jumped in, and then it was like all in. I'm like, thank goodness, finally. Yeah, well, isn't that what we asked for as fans? Yep. That's what we asked for. So, the last time they showed that, I think, was in the Essendon game. And we ended up winning. So, I think that's all we asked for as fans. But again, structurally, defensively, I thought we were pretty sound. I know Adelaide missed a few chances at the end, but we really need to, I think, the back line sort of kept Adelaide at bay for the majority of the game. And Wiedering was enormous. Jones was enormous. I think the game was well set up from their point of view. They rebounded a fair bit, and Sardi was fantastic as well. So, and look, he copped a whack midweek, and it was probably deserved. But Zach Williams was arguably one of our best on today, and it was nice to see him kick that goal and everyone get around him, because he copped a fair bit of heat from us supporters and from Jonathan Brown in particular in the media, and he's responded as a good footballer should. So it was good to see. Good to see. Well said, mate. Enjoy the win. No problem. We shall indeed. Yep. Jumper punch. 8 p.m. We'll be recording tomorrow. Next week we'll also have a special guest, which we'll record next Sunday, but I won't mention that yet. Yep. We've confirmed a good special guest there, and then I'll get the VFL report sorted. I don't think there's going to be too much to report on that front, just quietly. So, no, good on you, mate. Love your work. Have a good one. No worries. We'll chat soon. Enjoy, guys. Ciao, mate. Love his work. All right, Adam, all the way from Arizona, finally got a damn win, brother.
Feels good. Well, it's unconvincing. It's nothing I'm going to pump my chest out for, but when's a win? You got to take them when you get them.
Yeah, that's right. Talk to me. What'd you see? What? First of all, just remind everyone, guys, Adam is from Arizona and he watches from overseas. He's genuinely a blue abroad. What time is it there? And let's start there.
It's 3 a.m.
3 a.m, and finally you're here after a win.
Yeah, I wanted to talk. Just wanted to get it off my chest. Some of the things in that second half are just unacceptable, really. 2 goals, 7. I don't know if that's the way we played or, going more defensive in approach, but, that's just not good enough. We had a chance to really, step on the throat, and we didn't take the opportunity to.
Yeah, it's a hard one, because obviously we're so starved of a win right lately. So we're obviously going to enjoy the win, but it just begs the question. We had them on toast. We had them dead and buried. Until we are able to really put teams away in that same situation, I don't think we're going to move forward because, look, Adelaide, with all due respect to Adelaide, they're not a great side. We did what we needed to do to get the win, but the better sides will not allow. We'll get punished for not putting them away if we get ourselves in that situation.
Right.
You know.
It was just, why go defensive? Why go defensive in that second half? I don't. Maybe it's just me. I like to see that aggressive football, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't think we really have the personnel to, play a flood defense, put 18 men behind the ball, but I just don't get it.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. I feel you.
The other thing I really noticed, did we really try to go down? I mean, in the first, that second quarter, we really tried going down the middle, but I didn't really see that. We also had a lot of handballs, and we just, tried going with the foot, trying to hoof it up long again.
Yeah.
And what's the reasoning?
Well, I actually think we use the handball. I think we need to embrace the handball a little bit more. I think we've got so many players in this group that are good in traffic with handball. I'm not sure if kicking it long every single time is what's best suited to this team. I know that Teague is generally a kicking style coach, but Paddy Dow, for example, Zach Williams, Adam Sard, these guys are good in traffic, and Sard especially. You want to get him running.
Right.
You want to get him running. So I think we needed to even up the balance between handball and kick today. I think we did it again for the most part, but there's a lot to work on, mate. There is a lot to work on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. We were just playing the handballs worked is what I was trying to say anyway. But I just don't get the kicking long and hoping somebody gets a hand to it. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But we played well. That second quarter we played well, and we got it done. We made it a lot more stressful than it should have been.
We did, and at the end of the day, I'm glad to be talking to you after a win, not a loss, because I don't think I've ever spoken to you after a win. I don't really remember. So I hope you
enjoyed.
Up
to the rest of them.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good day.
Yeah.
But mate, hey, we love the commitment. We're all here in Australia. We love the commitment. Stick fat. Stick with the club. And I hope that one day we get to meet you in Melbourne, mate, when you come down and visit.
Of course. Or if you guys ever come up to the US, do an exhibition game up here, I'll be there.
You are on, my friend. You are on. Have a good one, brother. What a legend. Stays up to watch the Blue Boys. Fuck, I can barely deal with them. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jad, what's up, bro?
G'day, mate. How's it going?
Good. I reckon you got some home truths for me, mate.
You reckon I've got... Man, I don't want to be negative, mate, but fucking hell, Terry. Shit, man.
I know. They don't make it easy. They make it so fucking hard. They make it look so hard, bro.
I know. Mate, it's just... I don't... Like, that, I just don't see it, man. That was pathetic, honestly, in the end. Like... It just seems we're so fragile and it's so individual based, and there are some positives, but they're only individual positives. I'm really unconvinced by Teague's so-called system after today. Like you saw two halves of it. You saw the best of it, and then you saw the worst of it. And it, unfortunately, man, it just doesn't hold up. And until he embraces change, or he's moved on, this is going to be our lives.
Yeah. Look, I don't think anyone is under any illusion that what today did in terms of, covering up anything. But there's something about going to the footy, watching the club, following the journey. I think we all know exactly that change is needed. And today didn't change that. That hasn't changed. I just think along the way, you just kind of got to enjoy the wins while they're there. You just have to. And that's not to say, that's it, we're on the right path now. But Man, I honestly, I started that game today. I was so nervous, and I don't want to go like that. I don't want to go like that to the footy. I don't like that feeling at all. But now I can at least, because to be honest, I thought today was the Essendon game of 2019, where we'd lose again, and it'd be a Monday morning press conference, 11 a.m. Teague gone, he's going to resign, whatever. So there's a bit of a pulse, and ultimately we watch the footy to watch this club win. But mate, I'm with you. Like, the problems are not fixed; they're still there.
Yeah. No, look, I agree. Nothing you said is wrong, man. If we lost that today, he would 100% be gone tomorrow morning. Like, there's no way around it. I just hope they can find something to build from that, to build off that. Like, maybe because Dow, Stocker, Dow, SPS, hopefully we can, go forward with them, with the similar roles that they played today.
Let me talk to you about that. So Samo finally fucking played in the position in the ground where he suited. Didn't it look so much better? Didn't it look like the real Samo?
Yeah, he like, talking of just him, he looks so dynamic, and we looked so unpredictable going forward with the ball in his hands. And oh man, like what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
Because like the criticism of Samo was like, the 15-meter kicks. Those are the kicks you need forward of centre when you're wanting to hit a target inside 50. So I just think it was where, I don't know about you, I just want to see him stay there for the rest of the year. We don't need him in the back line.
Yeah, I know. Like, if you want to put him in the back line, it's got to be a Daniel Rich type, a booming kick. He can gain meters and all that shit. But yeah, he looked great. Positive, I reckon, was the reaction to Wiedering being dogged by that dog.
That fucking dog. That dog.
That fucking dog, man. Seriously, what a piss week act. And I like the reaction.
Yeah.
And who was in there? Stocker, young boy. That kid, I love him, man. I love him so much. I think he's got the world at his feet, to be honest. Just get through your apprenticeship, son, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, man. Not really, much else to say. But it's good to win. I'm watching the replay now, actually, if you can see it. But something's got to change.
Yes.
Something's got to change.
No, I'm with you.
Some boys looked pretty outdated to me today. Like, I thought, and this is a positive, actually. I thought Ed Curnow looked really outdated in that team today. I thought, like, the way I see him is that they can shoot past him once the decision is made to move on without him. I thought he looked really, I thought he was just clinging on today. I really thought that. So that's a positive. That's a positive.
I feel you, mate. Listen, just have 30 mils of the Kool-Aid. No, I'm not asking for a lot. Just have 30 mils of the Kool-Aid.
And I shouldn't be so negative. I expected us to be a lot further ahead than where we are. This is going to kill me to say. I expected us to be playing like Essendon in terms of a system.
I'm with you.
I'm
with you, but I think we've seen enough of this season to know that we're not that team that we thought we were going to be. And that doesn't mean you don't hold the club accountable, but what it means is, I love Joe, but he's telling me 12 and 10. Forget it, mate.
Oh, mate, when he said that, I died inside. How can he do that, Joe? If you're watching, mate, please.
I love him.
Please.
I love him for it because he gives me life. So anyway, let's see if we can turn this into 2 in a row and maybe get just a bit of a run, just to give the fans something. Because I think what we want is, we want to be proud of them. We want them to play like they care. And we're not making finals, but they can't roll over and die. They've got to build habits for the Premiership side.
Just build into next year, man. Build into next year. Make teams worried about Carlton next year.
Yeah.
Build in. All right, man.
Take care of yourself. Ciao. Shannon.
Hello.
Don't mind me with my Sam Walsh Guernsey.
Did you win it?
I did. I bought my raffle tickets 15 minutes before the game. I bumped into it. I was at the cheer squad and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. 10 tickets, $10. And then I got the message after the game, would you like Jack Martin or Sam Walsh? With all due respect to Jack Martin, this signature is worth 800. If Zach Williams is worth 800 large, that's worth $1 million. Fucking get out of here.
Get in.
The fuck out of here. Give me that Walsh Guernsey.
When you flung it on your shoulder before you're talking to Riley, I'm like, did he win?
He did. He sure fucking did.
I'm happy, but I'm unhappy.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, I'll take the win.
Yeah.
But like everyone said before, it's just kind of just painting over what we already know.
Yeah.
At least my daughter got to see another win, so I'll take that.
That's true. Can somebody confirm, did you get retiring vibes from Mark Murphy at the end?
He grabbed Max.
Yeah. So for those at home, at the ground, Murph grabbed Max and like put Max with the boys. And I got vibes like he knew he was injured to the point where he might not come back. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I don't know.
Don't give me heart palpitations. What are you doing to me?
I don't know. I'm just saying. It looked like it was he looked like it was like the. I don't know. It was.
Well, I didn't think of it like that. I thought he just wanted his son, but because I saw Eddie go over there as well to grab his kids. So I don't know, but I didn't even know. Like Michelle and Natalie turned to me and they're like, "Murph's gone off," and I'm like, "Sorry, what?" And then all of a sudden Newman was on. So I don't even know what happened. But it looked like his left ankle because it looked heavily strapped as he was coming off the ground.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's just see how that plays out before we make the call. But
don't give me a heart attack, Terry.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I'm sorry.
It was good to see you today, though. How good was it to be at the footy again?
It was good to be back at the footy. It was. It was good to see everyone. It was good to catch the vibe again. And in a funny way, it was good to be frustrated at them again because it's just part of it. Like it's never going to be what we want it to be. They're always going to piss us off.
We cannot win a game comprehensively if we try.
No, it's never going to happen.
No, we should just give up on the whole comprehensive smashing. Let's just take the wins as they come. And I reckon Cripps ran about 40 metres to kick his goal, by the way. And I think the umpires just thought it was that good they didn't pay running too far.
I think the club know it as well. I saw their post about it. They think they know it as well.
Oh, we were sitting there and we're like, he's just run 40 metres.
Yeah.
Out bouncing the ball. Unless they thought he touched the ground when he fended off. I don't know, but I'll take it. It was a fucking ripper. Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you, Shan. Fingers crossed next week is in Melbourne. Apparently it's been moved. So
WA have released that anybody coming in has to automatically isolate for 14 days now. That came out about an hour ago.
Whatever.
So if it's in Melbourne, that's 2 games against Freo in Melbourne. Yes, please.
We'll take that.
Rumours that it might be in Hobart or Launceston as well. So hopefully our fans get another game if they don't have it.
We'll see how it plays out.
Well, I'm going to go watch the replay.
Go for it.
That's that second quarter, though, because that was probably the only quarter worth watching.
Yes, very true. Well, you enjoy, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. By the way, where the fuck are all the non-Carlton supporters watching, huh? Why aren't you guys watching right now? You fucking petty pricks. Anyway. Rocco. I can't hear you, brother. You're on mute. You got it? No. Not yet. All right, I'll get you off. Have a play with it, and I'll get you back on. Josh.
G'day, mate. Let's go. Oh, my God.
7 days is a long time, bro. 7 days is a long time.
Far out, man. It feels so good to be back at the footy, though, after that lockdown. How good did it feel? And Marvel with the roof open.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. Nighttime games at Marvel with the roof open are a vibe. That needs to be a thing. Yeah.
The seagulls as well. Did you notice that? They're going nuts as well. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
Bloody awful at the level 3. But, mate, me and my brother, I finished work at 3, so we rushed off to the game.
Yeah.
The umpiring was just far out. But I don't want to focus too much on that. We've got the win. That's all that really matters. I thought it was great when Plowman backed up after Wiedering got hit. I was on the wing where that happened, and everyone around me has just gotten up, looked, and all I can hear is chaos, yelling. It was great to hear our fans really out there. But, mate, I think there's a few things we got to improve on. Our kicking, obviously, in the second half. Well, what happened? We should have put that game to bed, really, in the third quarter, you'd think.
Well, to be honest, the way that we won today actually makes total sense for the way that we've played in 2021.
Absolutely.
Actually, genuinely, that win proves nothing to me that we've improved. That win was just a win of a team that just hasn't yet figured it out. And I think the crazy part is, I mean, what did we kick in the second quarter? Was it 7, 8 goals?
I think it was 8 goals, about 8 goals.
Mate,
yeah. And
fuck
Cripper, when Cripper kicked that goal, oh my God, far out. What a goal. And just everything was going right. We were winning the centre clearances. Our skills were good during that second quarter. I'm 18. I haven't obviously seen much except for the elimination final, which is the most I've seen, really. But I feel like as I was leaving the ground as well, there was some supporters, they were actually singing the song as we were leaving the ramp. So I just can't imagine what it will be like once our club is back where it belongs, and that is at the top. What it is, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like.
No, mate. It's going to be roaring. It is. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself today. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself today, and it's good to chat to you after a win, bro.
Absolutely. I feel really happy. I don't want to get too excited, obviously. I'm happy, but hopefully we win next week. And the fixture thing, shit, that got me a bit excited, I must say. But I don't even want to think about it. I'm just happy we won, and I'm going to watch the replay after the fan cams.
Love it, mate. Watch that second quarter. Thanks for joining, bro.
All good. Have a good one, bro.
See you, mate. Rocco, let's try you again. Hello, mate.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. First of all, you're a fraud. How did you win that top? Come on, mate. There's all these little kids around, and you look at your big banana. I'm going to give you banana of the week this week.
I fucking put in countless hours for this club. This is fucking something.
Love it. And 5,000 subscribers too this week, wasn't it?
5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to everybody. Yes.
Doing well. So game was good. It was good.
Second quarter was good. I don't even want to imagine you after the second quarter.
No, I was it's disappointing. Look, this is about what do you want out of the team long term, or you're just happy with today's win? It depends on how you feel. So I'm still looking at long term. So today was, you can't make finals, so every game's almost a little bit of a disappointment. Even if we win the next 5 or 6, you're going to say, why didn't we do this last year? But I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, you know what I mean? There was a lot of good little individual efforts, you know what I mean? There was Walsh just keeps on going on, mate.
Mate, fuck.
He just doesn't stop. If he's not the best young kid going around, I don't know, man. And there was some other good little things like Balenciaga, he did all right today. He kicked that goal, he did all right today. He got moving, didn't he? He got moving. He played back. He ran forward. He ran hard, Those wobbly little arms were running really hard, he did really well there. But just the second half, man, it was just, we only kicked 2 goals, man. It was almost, look, I was happy. I went with my son and he was really happy, So it was good to see him excited about the win, So I think that's good overall. I think so.
I think I saw quite, because today, you know what the club like. Oh, bring your kids for free today. Oh, we're going to get the numbers, but that's okay. But I think you're right, because at the end of the day, the kids, they've got to see wins. Like for us, we'll dissect it, we'll critique
That's
it,
right.
we'll pour in the second half, and we kick 2 goals. But the kids have to see wins, otherwise they're going to fall away. So
100%. And that was good. And when you're sitting next to one of them, and he's getting excited about, and there's I think it was at the 25 or 26 minute mark of the last quarter, he's going, oh, I don't know if they're going to win. And I'm going, this quarter won't go for long. We haven't kicked any goals, so it won't go for too long. So I'm sure it's going to blow, pretty quickly. And it did, and they got the win and everyone got to sing. And I saw a lot of people dancing and happy. So it's all good, I'm looking forward to the press conference.
Me too. Fuck the press conference. I'm looking forward to the jumper punch. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Wow, this week is huge, man. We've been talking about it. So there's going to be a special announcement, first of all. So we've got a media press conference coming.
Okay.
All right, so there's a big announcement coming. And also Marcello, he's got something special happening apparently. Apparently he's been hanging out with Williams. He's been hanging out, so he's got something special. Yeah,
Marcello's funny because Marcello will call Zach Williams Balenciaga, but then he'll wear the Balenciaga.
Well, I just want to say, everyone, just watch out because the Balenciaga could be coming out. He's got some insight on this. So we've got some special stuff coming on. So it'll be good. I think it's going to be a different vibe. I might even take out the limoncello this week. Okay. Because, hey, we've got to celebrate a victory any way we can, don't we?
We do. I don't know, Rocco. You're getting a bit soft on me, mate. I don't want to hear any of this limoncello, mate.
Man, but I'm trying to make. I just want to come out and say, what was that? That was shit house, man. We're supposed to win by fucking 10 goals, mate. Seriously, that second half, what is wrong with you people, mate? Seriously, is that how you expect to win any sort of game? Is that what we're going to do? We play 15 minutes, we get our 800 grand, we get the fucking wings thing, and then we just go home. No, but I don't want to do that. See, what I want to do is I just want to make everyone happy. So that's what I'm going to do, yeah?
You're the best.
We're going to have a ball. We're going to have a ball this week, man. We'll get the jumper punch. We'll get it all going, and we'll move on. And hopefully next week we play a game here, and we can get back that game that we lost in Sydney, yeah?
Yeah, spot on. Well said. Good on you, brother.
See you, mate.
See you, mate. Tune in, Jumper Punch this week. They got their microphones back. They got their elite microphones. It's going to be a different episode this week. All right, what have we got here? Michael Maloney. 7 days ago, we we're talking about the funeral of the Carlton Football Club. Mate, what's going on?
See what this club's doing us? Mate, a week is a very long time in football. For us Carlton supporters, it seems like an hour is a long time in football. Oh, my God. I actually came on last week, and at the end of my fan cam, I remember saying to the camera, just give us something, Carlton. It doesn't have to be for 4 quarters. Just give us something.
Yes.
And they gave us something today.
Yes.
That's all we needed was just something. So, for that, thank you. How fucking hard was that? How hard? It took us fucking 12 fucking weeks.
Michael, they make it look so fucking hard. This
fucking open brain surgery.
It's a game of football. It's a game of football, and they make it look so fucking hard.
It's a pigskin ball. You put it on your fucking shoe, and you kick it through 2 fucking sticks. Not hard. And you know what happened when we started to do it? We looked half fucking decent.
Half decent.
What are they doing to us? This is a comedy show. Do you know, I'll be honest with you, if someone saw the footage of our fucking fan cam last week compared to this one right now, people would fucking lock us up into a mental institution.
Do you know what this is?
She's ready to check me out right now, by the way.
This channel is now a documentary of how a human being goes insane following a sporting team. That's what this actually all is. I thought this was going to be a documentary about a team rising to its premiership, but all this really is one big video for you all watching in 2071 of these dickheads going insane. That's what this is all.
You get a free subscription to it as well.
Oh, mate.
Me and
I'll
you are
tell
going
you
to be
what.
sitting there playing fucking canasta in some fucking mental institution when we're 82 because of these fuckers. Remember when fucking Zach Williams was doing this? Fucking hell. But look, on a positive note, it was really good. How good was it to just go to the football today and enjoy a win? It was great. Really enjoyed that vibe of having the roof open. That was mad.
Yes.
That was proper.
Nighttime football at Marvel with the roof open. Make it a thing. It's a vibe.
Mars was in good form today. Real good form. I had to hold him back from jumping over the barricades a few times. But yeah, I think when it comes to like our progression as a team, I think it's easy to obviously look at Walsh and Cripps and Wiedering. They're the easy ones, but I think you want to take back from that and look at Paddy Dow's game today. That's real progression. I really am enjoying watching him play at the moment because what I want to see is now this next block of form go into next year. This is his opportunity. It's easy for everyone to say the season's over, which it is. We're not playing finals. We understand that. Okay. But if you want to be a realist, take something out of this year. Take something out. Like I said to us, give us something. So let's take something out of it. We want to see Dow play more time in the midfield. We got to see SPS play, that half forward midfield role today. I heard Teague before the game. He was chatting with the Fox Sports guys, and he said, we were trying to do this whole half back thing, try and mold the game off Andrew McLeod. Okay, that didn't work, so we've gone back to playing in the midfield and half forward, and it worked today. Really, I'm starting to fall in love with Matt Owies. Absolutely, I'm in love with him at the moment.
Here's a crack. Here's a fucking deal.
Gives it to him. Really gives it to him. And then as easy it is to give criticism, you got to give it to the ones that you give it to. And Zach Williams was really good today. Yeah. If I'm to put on my negative hat, I'm a little bit concerned about Jay Sauce. A little bit. I just think he's in a little bit of a hole at the moment. I don't know where we're fitting him in the team. I saw him play about 4 positions today: half back, full forward, ruck. I don't know. Something's going on with him, but that's just me being a little bit of a narcissist. But
no, I think so. The thing for me with Jack is the effort, the 1%ers, the spirit, the soul, all there. But at the end of the day, Jack, we need a couple of goals a game, mate.
Yeah.
Like we need marks and goals. We can talk about the 1%ers all we like, but if he's not kicking goals or taking marks, I mean, the time is.
That's what you're in the team for.
Yeah, correct.
It's like Martin today. So if Martin ends up having 13 touches and doesn't kick a goal, we'd be all sitting there angry as all hell after a loss. Okay, goes back, kicks 2 goals, has 13 touches, impacts the scoreboard.
Yes.
So you take those small wins out of it, but really, you know what? Nothing else to harp on about. It was just nice to be at the football. We got a win. We got home tonight. I'm not having to pump myself with booze and have a Valium here and there. We're just having a sip tonight. Not a jug, a sip.
30 mils of Kool-Aid, and that's it.
Yeah, no penalty for because they gave us a headache. We're
Correct.
fine tonight. We're going to watch the replay on, and we're good.
Enjoy, brother.
So, enjoy. Have a good week. Go Baggers.
Ciao. Sebastian with the $5 dono says it was an honor to meet you at the game. I met him level 1, all 28. It was an honor to meet you as well, mate. Got a good photo as well. Let's speed through this. We got Ashan. Ashan, you're back. No hole in the wall tonight, mate.
Oh, yeah, it's getting fixed tomorrow, which is good.
Nice. So you didn't punch any new holes in the walls. I'd like to hear that, mate.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that performance. Obviously, not the best. We could have really made that a huge 60, 70-point win, but you take that.
Yeah.
And I really think the effort was there with the team because a lot of our players that we constantly sort of abuse a bit, they had good games like Williams, Dow, all those. Mm-hmm. And one guy, I'm not sure this thing in particular has gotten a mention, but I think Walsh has moved to a wing, which has freed up for players to go through the guts, such as Kennedy, Dow, all of those types, which I think is just like a move that won't get much. I guess like it won't. Not many people will see it, but I think that's really good and it's very mature and shows his leadership qualities that he has. Because by doing that, maybe he isn't as good, or he's exceptional at both, but he's sacrificing a little bit of his game in order for another person to really flourish and get their chance at AFL level to succeed.
I mean, I didn't really notice him on the wing, if I'm honest. I don't know. Maybe that was, I thought he was just in the gut, like in the thick of it. Maybe I have to go watch it again. But the thing with Walsh is, I feel like he's one of those players that no matter where you play him, he's always going to be able to impact. And that's generally a sign of a really good player, no matter where you play them. I think he's the kind of guy that can play anywhere on the ground in terms of in the midfield, whether you play him inside, outside, he's got that balance now. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's work rate, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm glad Dow's finally finding his feet at AFL level.
It was a good game. I think he's got to build off it. And it's a good opportunity next week. He comes up against, Chera and Brayshaw, who are in his draft. And I think mentally he'd be thinking that he can match it with them. And I think if he can just build, if we can get a month of Paddy Dow playing confident football, that's going to hold him in good stead,
Yeah, because I've had this gut feeling for ages that at some point he's going to absolutely, out of nowhere, become a very good footballer. I just feel like, I don't know, I really like his burst out of stoppages, and I think that's really good. Yeah. And I was very happy with our defense today because I felt like our defense was huge. Like Saad, he's been known to not be the best defensively this year and not put much effort into that. His tackle in the last quarter when the game was on the line was just so handy. Yeah. I was very happy with it. Wiedering, 16 marks. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Jones, unbelievable, heaps of intercepts. And, I was really happy that the boys finally decided to fly the flag for one of our players, which is Wiedering, because it was a very cheap hit from Fogarty. And
it was a dog hit. It was a dog act, mate. It was a fucking dog act. So,
Fogarty.
Right. I mean, we don't ask for much. We only ask for spirit. We ask for backing up your teammates. We ask for 8 goals a quarter. We ask for having 10 goals a game. We want Walsh to have 40. Cripps should be having 35 a game. Sars should be having 25. Williams should be having 25 and a goal. We don't ask for much.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I feel you, bro. Good on you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
See you, bro. I've got a guy named Zach here in the waiting room. Zach, you need to have a camera for me to get you on, mate. I'm not falling for that again. Murdoch 18. Yo, I can't hear you, bro. I need you to turn yourself off mute.
Yeah, how are you, Terry?
I'm good, brother. What's going on?
Oh, not much, mate. Just a great win. Look, I've got the I'll dedicate this one to Simo here.
Yep.
Simo 6.
Beautiful. That's vintage.
Mate, I don't know. Look, there's a lot of places we could have said, like, what's been done well, but, look, I think Dio did a great job. Let's be honest. He did show some signs, but like you said, he's, I don't know, he is pretty thin. He does do some side steps well, but I don't know, it was one good performance, man. Walsh, I posted a thing on the Carlton page. He came back from that press conference, like post-game, and there was only 2 people that came to him, It was I think Cripps and Nunes. Nunes showed so much effort, man. This tonight's game, man. Nunes, you've seen him in the side. He's in the side every game. So, that's it. That shows a lot to me, man. Tonight, I don't know, he killed it, man. And then towards that back half of the second quarter, he might have dwindled, but I don't know, Terry. Like, look.
The thing with Noons is, no matter what, like you sort of almost you don't look at the stats and the numbers that he gets because we've got so many other ball winners. Noons for me, if he's going to stay in the side, he's got to be bringing a hard edge, and I thought today he did that.
He did, and he was always getting that ball back off the flank, mate. Like, you know, he was always it was that third man, you know, like along the wing, you know. And you know, I got a lot of criticism when I said Walsh for captain, you know, because you know if Cripps had came off that post interview, everyone would have been around him. Like, I think when Sard got that goal, what do you think was better, that Sard goal or that Cripps goal when he came through the centre?
Oh, I can't rate him. It's like rating my children. The Sard goal was just, it was our first goal of the game. We needed it. And we need to be using that kind of play a lot more. We need to be looking to get Sard the ball.
And what happened with Williams? Williams got that first ball, and on Fox Sports they said he's got to put that behind him. And I agree totally. I was fuming. You know, every other supporter would be. Yeah. You got to stick behind, like he's a high recruit, whatnot. But that would have hurt him, yeah. And the thing is, I don't see a 20. How old's Walsh? 22, 23, 21. Coming off the post game interview, Cripps has just came back. 2 people supported him. They're all having a niggle, you know, like you'd think you'd get around him like Sard did, because Sard and Williams have been on a hard tag by the media. You'd think you know, I don't know, like it was a great game by him anyway. Like it was a great goal for them all, you know. Wiedering and Jones have the chemistry that, like, you know, their chemistry is off the charts, mate. You know, like you can tell, like when they're playing, no matter what, Wiedering's got Jones back 100%.
Yeah, they work well together.
I just don't see that throughout, like the whole, you know, from the wing corridor to the forward, you know, and Betts, man, like when he got up on old mate's shoulders, on Cripps' shoulders, I fucking lost it, dude. Like, sorry, but I lost it, dude. I had to rewind that back 13 times just to get my head around it. He's 36, 37. And he's jumping like 6'3" to get on that. Like, and what I don't get either, Terry, is like we may lose Betts next year. You know, I want always to become like the next Betts, and we can all see that coming to fruition. You know, always is a gun, is a jet, but I don't think he has that power of Betts. You know. In that forward line,
I think the main thing is, as long as Eddie's passing on I mean, think about what Eddie Betts does for a guy like Matt Owies, the knowledge he passes on.
That pass on, that little like chick hover kick that you do that in under 10s, mate. You know that's a kick that everyone knows, but they don't actually place it. You know, and for him to see that off the side and he just knew always, I think it's a tough gig, man. Like whether to keep him on for next year to show people like always, you know, like I don't know, but it's tough, mate. I don't know how to feel. Like, I enjoyed the game, like it was a great game, but to be honest, I did not watch much of the lower half of it, to be honest, because
fair enough. No, I get you. It was frustrating in the second half for sure, but mate, you make some really good points. I don't think you've been on the fan cams before, so thanks for joining.
No, this is the first time, mate. Cheers.
Yeah, first time, and what better a time than after a win, mate? So good on you. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
See you, brother. All right, Eric.
Hey, Tez, can you hear me, mate?
Loud and clear, Eric. How are you, mate?
Oh, mate, drinking the Kool-Aid after a win.
Yeah,
it's my debut. Mate, really good. It's a privilege and honor to be on this fan cams. I've been following the channel closely for 2 years now, and mate, it's just when your team's losing, you need support. You know, you need moral support, and you guys have done it for me. So,
cheers to you,
is
mate.
this allowed, by the way, on the camera? Is this like, that's cool? Yeah, but well, about the game, like, yeah, the umpiring was pretty shocking. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of shit calls, but at the same time, I feel like good sides need to, you know, stick up and not worry too much about the umpires and get on with it. And what happened with the ruck situation? Did we get Silvani in the ruck at some point?
I'm not going to lie. When I saw Jack Silvani in the ruck, I was just, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if it works. Like, I feel like when we started, I'm not saying he's the reason, but when we started to concede goals, it was when Silvani, they tried him out on the ruck. I feel like Cripps is better for that role. More strength, more speed. And yeah. But what stuck out to me was, just getting these kids in the side like Kennedy and Dow and keep playing them. And just, focusing on development. There's going to be guys like Murphy who, let's face it, I feel like this is going to be his last year. And hopefully he gets his 300th, I think he deserves it. He could have easily, back in the day, joined a side like any side, after what we've been through. And, I feel like we need to give that to him. What do you think about the game? What do you think?
I thought it was very frustrating. Very frustrating. Like, obviously, I was nervous going in because I thought this was going to be the game that would break the damn wall, and it would be, Monday morning, 11 a.m. press conference. That's my honest thought. And then the way we started, I thought, yep, that's the way it is. And then the second quarter was great. Look, even when we win, Carlton are phenomenal. Like, even when we win, we are so. You can never really enjoy it. It's so frustrating, But I don't want to take that away from the moment. And in the moment, for me, that win doesn't prove anything. But in the moment, I'm enjoying it. I love seeing everyone happy. That's what it's all about. Like, we go to the footy to enjoy ourselves, enjoy our company, and we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do.
Gotta get that off.
So anyway, that's what I do.
They don't make it easy for us. Like, that second quarter was one of the best quarters I've seen us play. And if we can keep doing that, keep defending well, defending brilliantly, we can be one of those top 8 sides, and we can fucking do it. We're in it for the long run, And I back Teague in. I feel like we can do this. Like, look, controversial opinion, but we need to stick with our courage, and just hold it in together. And, mate, I'm sure this project will, this Blue Abroad documentary, it'll pay off, mate. I feel it. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, I know. But
well, cheers to you. And
cheers. And thanks for having me on, Tez.
You're welcome. See you, bro.
All right.
All righty. Josh Bloody.
Right. I'm going to do what Rocco should have done. That was shit.
Okay.
I'm going to be so negative. That was so shit. Sure, second quarter, great, whatever. What the fuck? Like, let's start off before the game. Start with the reserves. I don't know how many people watch that, but, man, we are so bad. Our reserves team, like, the only player that looked half decent was Cottrell. The rest of them, Camp did a few good things, and obviously still got a few games. Needs some more games and coming back from a long-term injury. But man, everyone around me at the end of the game gets up, sings the song, and I'm just sitting there like, what did I just watch? Sure, I can be happy.
So as your unofficial Carlton psychologist, I am going to diagnose you with Carlton-itis. Okay? And we're going to unpack this right here, right now. So basically, Carlton-itis even when you win, you can't enjoy it because the stress levels that this fucking football club give you in the past do not allow you to enjoy wins in the future, and it's a problem.
It's a problem. Yeah, big time.
Problem. I feel you because I felt the same. I wasn't like I was happy, but like nothing's changed because I'm so dirty on the club for what I've seen in 2021. But ultimately, in the moment, you've got to enjoy it, and it's almost we're so used to losing that when we win, we don't know how to handle it. As supporters, we don't know how to handle it.
But it's almost like I said it to the people that I was with, my cousin and a mate. Back in the day, like the last few years, I've been happy with a win, like regardless of what was happening, what our record was, because our team was improving or developing or like, you know, lots of young players and a win was a win and it was nice to see that. And a loss was who the fuck cares? Like we're not meant to be anything. Like we were meant to be something this year. Like if you go back and watch my like interview with you, you know, like finals, it was finals or bust. So what's a 10-point win or whatever it was against Adelaide when you're meant to be playing finals? You know, Adelaide, sure, they beat Melbourne and they've shown some things this year, but they're not a good team. We're at home. Like we've got all the fans. Yeah, I don't know. You can pick out positives, obviously, like you're gonna have positives in a win, but structurally there are so many issues and even Saad's goal, you know, if they don't miss that handball, they're gonna they go clearance goal, like or shot on target. You know, they miss the handball, Saad goes through the middle because they've run, but the amount of times that we just like get sucked into a contest and they get one handball and they're out like every week, it's disgusting.
Yeah, there's a lot to work on. I don't think anyone's under any illusions about we've got a lot of work to do, and that's the hard. Like for you, like all right, we're not going to make finals. What?
Oh, I got belief.
Oh, you make me sick. What? Like if it's not finals, then from here on in, like today, 27th of June, what do we need to get out of the rest of the year? What is it? Is it a certain amount of wins? Like, what are you looking for?
We need as much as I like shit on today, I think us losing in the reserves really like doesn't help how I felt. Like going into that game, I was like, that's fucked. Like, how can we lose against our old reserve side that has not one player that's close to making AFL, like ever, whatever, you know? But we need to win every game that we should win. So I think, you know, you got the Geelong game. I think we play Port Adelaide again. Like, be in the contest. Look, we don't want to say honourable losses, but at the moment, let's take an honourable loss. But if we don't beat Collingwood and we don't like beat North convincingly, and we like next week's not going to be in Perth, so we should beat Freo, even though they're not terrible. We need to win those games. We need to get close to, you know, if we finish the season 10 and 12, it's okay. Like the second half of the season, at least there's something to build on. I really think as well, like off field, Cripps taking, you know, a pay cut, it says something. Obviously he would do that. Like it's Cripps. We all, as much as we weren't sure he was going to re-sign, you kind of knew he was. It's huge. It says something for Walsh next year. Like how much money does he take? It says something for Harry in a couple of years when he ultimately like gets free agency or whatever, or re-signs his big contract. Like it says a lot. And if we can go, you know, however many games, like 6-3 or whatever it is for the rest of the year, like it's something to take and it
momentum next year.
Yeah, and then you hopefully have Charlie plays the last couple of games and has a preseason, and you know Harry and Charlie play together. Like that is a fucking amazing forward line. If Charlie's agile and can play and is as good as he was, it's something like that. Just today, and seeing fans kind of happy is just like, no.
Well,
I can't take it.
You can't take away from fans' happiness because that's what we want. We want wins. You know?
Sure, I'm not denying people to be happy, but It was shit.
I think you're getting a little muddled with the whole seeing people happy and thinking that they think everything is fine. Everyone's very.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
Yeah, I think everyone knows we've got a lot to work on. So, but you can only do what you can do every week in the moment. So, no, I think it's good. It's a good perspective that you've brought. I think it's good to just a good reminder. Like I said, just 30 mils of Kool-Aid. No, we don't need cans and bottles. We need just 30 mils, and then we'll move on to next week.
I think like final point. If we had a better structure, like if our midfield's not that good, if that's what we're gonna say, and like we only have a couple of really good players, and we're not sure about all these other players. If we stood in the right places, and when the ball moves in like 5 meters to the right and whatever, and players stay in their positions, and we don't just get like smashed and like all of a sudden everyone's crept into the ball, and like even if they're not that good and they get the ball and they turn it over, like whatever, I want to see like structure. I want to see like something to build on. Otherwise it's just like, oh, fucking, SBS like does whatever he wants and then does something good, and it's not his fault when he does something bad. He's just being taught the wrong things, and like what's to build on? That's fucking kills me.
I feel you, mate. I feel you. Well, listen, watch the second quarter again.
I will. I'm going to watch the whole game again.
30 mils of Kool-Aid, and that's what I'm going to prescribe you for the night. Good on you, mate.
Cool. Yeah, mate.
See you, mate. All righty. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 people left, and then I'm going to get out of here because I'm ready to enjoy my evening. I've got Zach. You got to take yourself off mute, brother.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Very, very good.
Talk to me.
Better after a win.
Always better after a win, mate.
Yeah. Just wanted to say Matthew Owies. I think he really is a bit of a shining light in our team. Like he's not always amazing, but he just shows effort. And, if he gets 1 or 2 goals a week, I think that's very good for him.
Yeah, I think low-key he's one of the big stories of the club for the year because he's a guy that I think I don't know about you, but for most of us at the start of the year before round 1, I think a lot of us were saying, is he going to make it? Where is he at? He obviously played a few games last year. He didn't really look up to the task, but I think he's got I think he's got that physicality. He's learnt the physical nature of the game now, and when you combine that with his ability to read play, it's very impressive.
Yeah. I think he's really just something that we need to be excited for in the next few games. Lockie Plowman as well. I think a lot of people don't really like him because I'm not sure, but I think when he plays, we look a bit better when he plays. He makes the right decisions. And that really does help our defense, which has been shaky a bit this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he makes high-profile mistakes. So when he does make a mistake, it seems to stick in the memory a little bit longer than when he does something good. Because he's not really a high-profile offensive player. He doesn't do flashy things. He does a job.
Yeah. And I think when we have him in the team, he just. You can't say, he doesn't give effort because he does, and that's something that we need to see from all our players.
Yeah. No, well said, mate. Very well said.
All right.
Good on you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thank
See
you.
you, bro. Great to meet you. Paddy is not here. Okay. We've got Gino and Frank. Lads.
Wait.
Hey, lad, what's going on?
You hear us?
Loud and clear. How are you, boys?
Yeah, not much. Just saw the. Yeah, doing well. How you doing? How'd you get that jumper?
You're cutting out. You there? All right, I'm going to take you out for a minute. Maybe fix up your internet, and then we'll see if we can get you back in. Sava, young Sava, what's up? All right, we're going to get you out as well. Let's see. Maddie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Can you hear me? Yep.
I can hear you.
Okay. They don't make it easy. We
They
say
don't,
this every week.
they don't make it easy at all.
No. What I really liked, that hit on Wiedering, and they all just started. It was Stocker and then Plowman. Finally, where's that been the past couple of games? Where's the support?
Well, that's it. It's good to see it was there tonight.
For once. There was also a hit early in the fourth quarter on Sam Walsh. He got tackled and called holding the ball.
Yep.
And I just looked to my left and I saw you stand up and like scream at them. I'm like, oh, he is here.
There is a reason why I don't do the watch-alongs, because during the game, I'm a very different person and I can't control my emotions during the game, and I'm a bit of a sicko.
Yeah.
So I let Pommy and
I'm the
everyone.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, when some of these umpires make decisions, they need to be fucking told about it, Maddie.
Today was shocking with the umpiring.
It was shocking.
Most of the weekend's been not great with the umpiring. Actually, there's been a few games where, but yeah. So I saw you again today, and talked with Natalie and that. So a win is a win.
A win is a win. It was very good to see you, and hopefully see you at a few more wins in the future.
Hopefully.
Good on you, Maddie. See ya. All right. Sava, I'm going to try you again, mate. You there? No. Sava, tonight is not the night. Chris Beach, hello, my friend.
Thank fuck for beating Adelaide tonight. Thank fuck for that. Oh, my God. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
it was tough. It was tough to. It was a stressful day all round. I mean, it was a win, and we're happy. And there's 4 points, and Paddy Dow and Samo, and they all played well, and all of that. But yeah, it was stressful.
Yeah, it was very, very stressful tonight. So, look, I thought after the second quarter, foot's got to go down. We've got to bury them. We've got to push them right down there. And then, things go against us, and yeah, I'll leave the umpiring to one side because I think if I go on about that, we could be here all night. So we'll leave that alone.
Who was your like? Do you have votes? 3, 2, and 1. Have you? I mean, it's very obviously it's on the spot, but do you have votes?
I think I have them. Walsh, I'm going to give the 3. He was pretty prominent tonight. He could have probably maybe kicked a goal to put the icing on the cake tonight, but I don't know what else more he could have done.
Yeah.
Sardi, I'm going to give 2. Now, he was given the player of the match by the club on 39 metres gained, a goal, and that rundown tackle in defence to get us a free kick.
Mm.
So, look, you could probably put it either each number. I don't know. Number 1, I'm going to say Tommy, because he pretty much rocked on his own tonight. Sure, Jack ran through the ruck to help him out, but Jack was out of his depth in that department. So the fact that TDK was on the ruck duties alone tonight, that's my respect.
No, I like it. I like your votes. I'm very keen because tomorrow we're going to do the show. I'm going to be really keen to see where everyone else sits with their votes. So, yeah.
No, I reckon it will be interesting because I reckon most people might say Walsh, but I think others might say Sard as well. So,
even Wiedering. I think Wiedering was special tonight too, or today.
Well, he conceded, 2-4 against Tex.
Yeah.
Now, that could very easily have been 4-2. So, look, good point. Very good point. Then you could also throw Jones out there for the intercept marks late.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true, Beachy. Well, mate, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of it, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, so did I, mate. And just quickly too, shout out to Paolo and Marzi tonight. I ran into them just as I was leaving the ground. So
right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they've been on tonight, but yeah, I ran into them as I was leaving. So
yeah.
There you go.
No, it's good. Good to see the family bump into each other, mate. You take care of yourself.
Done. Likewise, mate. You too.
See ya. All right, Gino and Frank. Let's try this again.
Yeah,
boys.
Can you hear us well?
Yeah, I can hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're here. Can you hear us? Oh,
Loud and clear.
Can, yeah. Anyway, it's good to see you. I'm just very community before. I feel like Adelaide did very well. I feel like they're
Sorry, boys. You're breaking out terribly. Wait, let me try again. Hang on.
vendors in Weeders Jones.
Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I can't really get you there. You're just sort of cutting out. Then your screen's gone, and then it's there. I've got Paddy one more, and then we'll try Gino and Frank one more time, and then we'll call it a night. Paddy Lalamo.
How are you, Terry? I
saw
think
you
I just missed, mate. I missed you just before. I was taking a piss. Believe it or not, I was waiting. No offense to you or whatever. It was just the one moment. Came back and I've gone. Oh no. Anyway, besides the point, where do I get one of those shirts? And I want one right now.
So I'm going to put the link back in the comments. Basically, you just go onto this website, and it's all set up. The store and the merch is done. It's there. I'm going to put it in the comments right now. So it's plain on the black on the back. It's
Look at
just
that.
The writing here. It's dope. We've got hoodies, jumpers, mugs. We're going to have a lot more. Jumper Punch merch will come as well. But at the moment, it's only for the people that are watching the fan cams. They're the only people that really know about it. So,
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
How good's that? Members first, eh? Bloody
Members
hell. How's
first.
that?
The fan cam, the real ones.
I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, Terry. It's been unusual for me.
Has, mate?
You don't need the same people preaching the same shit. That's where I see it, you know. But tonight, it started with today. The VFL Northern Bullants, not one real listed player in there, and haven't won a game. 44% they were for the season, and best player coming out of that was Matty Cottrell, which says a fair bit. It had the writings. It had the writings to be a Monday morning presser, Teague, Cripps, Doherty. We've all seen this before.
Yeah, I know.
And I thought, how do we start our Sunday like this again?
Well, that's why I turned off at quarter time. I'm like, I don't want this negative energy. I'm not claiming this energy, as some would say.
Not to mention, we didn't kick a goal to the last 2 minutes of the first quarter to their 0-6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the game? The AFL. Talk to me about the AFL game.
That's what I was talking about. The first quarter. Anyway, besides that, let's go to the second quarter. Let's just go one level higher. What about the second quarter?
What about
lazy footballer Williams just goes fucking bang. Sard, another lazy footballer, just goes bang. And guess what? Nick Hines fucking sitting at the point post last night at the G still. So fucking suck on that, Essendon. Seriously. I've had a gutful of that shit. Like, it's the way that Sard moves the football and plays the game. It's just like I would give him a number one pick every day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, honestly, they've got to me a little bit, Essendon. So, and to come out of the weekend with both Essendon, Collingwood, and Richmond all losing in the weekend, fucking suck a fart. Seriously, that's what I say. And guess what? We finish it off, polish off their weekends with a Carlton win on a Sunday. So it's unusual for us. So it's wallpapers over the cracks, though. Like it's.
Well, this is the thing, does it though? Because I don't think anyone's under any illusions of the work of the week. Like it's not. We're not. Today didn't prove anything to us. We just won.
No. Agree.
Yeah. I think everyone knows. Everyone's very clear that we have not improved yet, but a win is a win.
Yeah. Well,
but when you want 9 losses in a row, you know.
TDK, hats off.
Yeah.
Hats off. Yeah. Matthew Kennedy, why he hasn't been playing regularly in our senior side, it's just beyond me a little bit. But another one I think we spoke about this probably 3-4 weeks ago about Doherty being dirty on a real bad fumble pull out. You know, maybe against Sydney.
Yeah.
And since then, I think it's just lack of confidence. I don't know what it's pretty telling. Like he was very quiet again today. I don't.
He's not playing with the
No, like
yeah.
I feel for him a little bit, and our boy Murph, I could have cried. The look on his face on the bench, mate. Terry,
I didn't see it. I was at the game, so I didn't really see. Yeah.
It doesn't look all that good
in
terms of it could be a couple of weeks and then he has to fight to get back in. I don't like thinking like that, but if you know, and let's hope it's not. But I really wanted him to get to 300.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And is Harry? I know he does a little bit, tries to play for a few. But is he just gone that extra step further to really try and make out that he wants a 50 or he's begging for a free kick? Does he want to really sew up that Coleman?
Don't know. Because it was. Look, he kicked his couple. That's the thing about Harry. Yeah. The one thing about him that he wasn't doing in previous years was that even when he's not dominating, he always finds a way to kick his couple, and that's the sign of a guy that's improved. So. Yeah, he's got some things to work on as well.
Yeah, and again, I back Teague in 100%. Back him in 100%. It's just the coaching staff around him that we really need to work on. When we got to 5-6 goals up, fuck me, and we got a red time goal for us, Terry.
We did.
For us.
We did.
No, fucking come on. And, I just thought it was 40 seconds to go, and I said to me, mate, I was like, fucking hell, if we get under 30 seconds and it's locked in our forward line, we know for sure. And I think they had a straight kick down the line. Shoal might have sprayed it, believe it. Oh, it's just fucked. This club is just fucked, Terry.
It is, mate. It is. Even after a win, it's stressful.
I thought today at halftime, all right, we could run on here and hopefully have a 10-goal win.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah.
God forbid.
I feel you, Paddy. Listen, mate, I'm going to get off. But
yeah. No, you enjoy yourself, Terry.
I will, mate. I will. Have a great one. I'll chat to you soon.
Too, mate. See you, mate.
See you, bro. All righty. We're done. Fan cams after a win. Thank goodness. Thanks to everybody that came on. Toby, I saw you were trying to get on. Bro, the thing's been open for ages. I put the link up earlier. But that's okay. Message me during the week and we can chat about the game. I saw you in the comments there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Look, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win. It was a good day. 4 points. Sam Walsh signed Guernsey again. Just going to show this bad boy off. I'm going to get this thing framed. Really happy with that. Shout out to the Cheer Squad who organised the weekly raffles. Guys, get around the Cheer Squad raffles every week because you get the chance to win something like that. That's really cool. Also, the merch, the link is going in one more time in the comments. The merch is now online, available to purchase. Thank you all so much for your support of the channel over the years. This is just going to allow new things to happen. The laptop has died. I wish I could show you what I'm running with as a makeshift computing system right now. So I'm going to have to buy a brand new system. It'll help with the live streams. But yeah, thank you so much for your support over the years, and hope you're enjoying it. We've built something really special here. Win, loss, we've got somewhere to be. And yeah, we'll go from there. Have a good one. Enjoy the win. 30 mils of Kool-Aid and the second quarter, and that's all you need for the rest of your weekend. And that'll do it, guys. Go the Mighty Blues.